If he's not, I fundamentally apologise. We've got... no, we've got 15, which is not enough to send to both of these, so I'm going to make a decision. I think let's go to the Sleepwalkers. And, oh, no. Oh, I'm really scared of sending Shaw. But there's no one else I really want to send. The problem is, I'd almost prefer it if these were slightly more story-ish. Like, they happen to find a random backpack schematic thing on their mission. It's like, well, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't fit into the, yeah, the preceded attack and abduction thing. Investigate the new relevance of an old case. I think we should do this, actually. I think we will do this. Because it links into the stuff with Agent Walker. So we're going to send Shaw, because we pretty much have... Well, we could send all three. Actually, that's a very good point. Oh, no, 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 no. Recall. If I send these three, I don't need to worry about the fact... Yeah, bad things might happen, but... So I might lose more agents, but I will get a 5 and 2 4s, whereas I'd have 5 5 4 4 rather than 5 5 4 3. So I'm actually going to have one of these guys, probably him. He'd probably be the last guy I added, just because he's at the bottom. He's now going to be slightly better. He's going to have an extra level on him. So I may as well launch that mission. Now my 5 can't go and do that on his own. So over here, we're going to get a 5 and a 4. I'm not sure I like the fact that it seems like these guys are limited to 5s. Are these? Right. Yeah, I think we've read those. I probably should have actually read it out loud just to check. But what was I thinking of? I'm not sure I like the fact that these agents are now they stop at level 5, because basically I come back to my agents. Look at it. I can get 2 new agents. If I just recruit them, they'll be level 1, and I can spend time building them up. But unless I really want to shift people around to have like, oh, I'm going to have the top 5. Right, first of all, if I just shift people around and go, I now have 2 5s. I have me and 2 5s. We're going to be pretty powerful, because they're max level. So you'd assume they'd be more powerful. But we're now in a position where we're very, very soon, everyone we have is going to be top level. I mean, that's going to give us a bit of flexibility in case someone dies, but whatever. But that'll be, like, if one of these 2 dies, I'll shift in, like, my highest ranked guys, and these 3 are all going to be level 5s. So I in theory, would have my own separate, another squad of level 5 guys that I could do. The other issue I'm having with this is there's rarely an idea of exactly what I'm going to be facing. Like, maybe I could have made the assumption, okay, we're in a factory, so I need... well, I haven't really got anyone who can attack things. Armor and shields are in every fight. So if you've got a good setup against armor and shields, you've got a good setup for most missions. But even like the last one, like, there's no idea of long range will be better, short range will be better from the idea of the mission. So if I look, I keep doing that. If I look at this one,
Agent Weaver has a head start, but with Barnes piloting, you should make up some time. Your job is to ensure that the target remains alive, so that the necessary information can be extracted. Do not, under any circumstances, allow Agent Weaver to terminate the target. Now get moving.
Right, so what we know about this one, we know it's remote. Well, we could still end up in short range mission, in short range combat or relatively short range, very up close, point blank almost. Just by, you know, you have some boxes, they sneak up on you. So do I want a long range fighter? Oh. Okay, we know we want to intercept Agent Weaver. We don't want to kill Axis. Well, I don't have any non-lethal weaponry, so I can't go, oh, this guy's going to be better in this situation because he's armed with non-lethal or less damaging, less harmful attacks. So I'm going to pick begin mission. So if I pick begin mission, I go off with the team I have, which is kind of why I've been sticking with this team, because I've not really thought about changing it. Basically, I'm in this position of, I have this team, not necessarily because they're a good team. I'll pay him because he's level 5. No, I won't. I'll leave it. But I'm picking this team because I have them. Because from mission to mission, there's not a huge amount of difference. I'm leveling these guys up, yeah, but I'm not entirely sure of the point of it, because their abilities are just... Like, he might be quite useful for the critical strike stuff, but as he's only got a kind of a standard ballistic sniper rifle rather than the laser stuff that every other class has, there's no point in me taking either of the sniper people. That probably, is that recon? That might be recon. Is that recon? Yeah, it's recon. So yeah, there is no reason. I mean, and again, you've got Piotr over Pieshi. He has the laser turret, which is short and medium range. He's got the rocket turret, which is longer range. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna which one I'm gonna need. So there's no point in me having a wide selection. And if you think about it, okay, let's go and let's look at the engineer. You've got no choice, no choice. Okay, so we've got 1. Then you have 3 different options. If you want to have a complete spread, that's 8 agents. Because you've got 2 at each level, and then each is different combinations. So you've got 8 different combinations. You cannot fit 8 combinations here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I tell a lie. You can, but then you don't have any. You don't have another space for another rate of another class, which I'm guessing is what they're going for. Is these guys are meant to fit your playstyle, but then the only reason to have these guys, if each one is built to your playstyle rather than a general, we might need this in a fight, we might need this in a fight, let's have a bit of a mix. If that's the case, it's like if it's just meant to be your style, these guys are just there to fill dead men's shoes. That's it. Which I don't... It's like, this could be so cool. And it's, again, I'm going to reference Mass Effect, because that's what this game kind of feels like it's trying to be, a cross between Mass Effect and XCOM. But in there, each of these agents has each of the companions you're with has a character, has a story arc. Like these guys, the only time they talk is maybe like once or twice a mission, and it's the same, and it's the same line. It's not different for each character. It's not like in Mass Effect, but also you have an idea of roughly what's going to happen, maybe from a narrative point of view, rather than okay, we're going to be fighting long range, so I need long range guys. But you're going to have an idea of, from a narrative perspective, it would be useful to have this person. Oh, we're fighting something technological. Maybe I'll go with an engine. Maybe I'll go with someone who's good with technology. I've got this idea of a story. Oh, I've got this idea of the story of this mission. So this is the logical person to take along to deal with those issues. And there's no... I'm just complaining. I am just complaining. I should save this for the credits. But it just feels like... It feels like they've misunderstood what was good about Mass Effect and what was good about... and what is characterful about XCOM. The good thing about XCOM is there is not really much of a limit. Or there is less of a limit than you have here. And so you can have a wide variety of different people in your team with different abilities for different kinds of missions. Because an abduction is different to a terror mission, which is different to a landing, which is different to a crashed UFO, whatever. So you kind of go, okay, in this mission I'm going to need people who are more suited to this kind of style of fighting. These abilities will be useful against the enemies I'm expecting to show up in this mission, whatever. Whereas in this, you don't have that flexibility. And then for the Mass Effect, already made that point. These are meaningless faces. These are just characters in a video game, is what my brain is thinking. But these are just, they don't come across as living, breathing people who could exist. These are just pointless entities that are beneath Carter, beneath me as a player with a player character. I don't interact with any of them because they're just randomly generated for the missions, and it's kind of frustrating. And the thing is, you've got you think about the characters we do interact with. You've got Falk, you've got Weaver, you've got Barnes, you've got the doctors we've interacted with. They can do characters. I'm not going to say well, but they can do characters. And then when it comes to this, you could have made, I'm assuming this is the Russian guy. You could have made him a character of, have him be mistrustful, and then you take him out on a mission. And he sees what's going on, and he's like, I don't like Americans, but these things, they're a threat to the entire world. I have to fight with you. And then you can have this kind of back and forth argument, kind of philosophical. Come on, I want this to be Planescape Torment or Mass Effect. It's just have that kind of discussion of capitalism versus communism during your off hours. But it's just here is a cheap agent that's already pre-leveled. I'm going to keep going as long as I can, but I think for what this game is, which is basically it's basically, yeah, it is. It's Mass Effect crossed with XCOM, which is what I've been saying. But they've taken the basic ideas of both of them and put them together, and they've given something which is less than, not even the sum of its parts, less than the average of the parts. And it's just, ugh. Right, having complained, I'm going to take a break there. I hope the game saved the fact that I sent people off. It might not have done. I don't know. Is there anything to do around here? I don't know. Depart when ready. I think I will put a curtain here. I could start the next mission and get the save actually, but I don't want to go through the mission. Yeah, let's start because it might save, and then I'll be really confused when I come back. Mission selection. We can't do anything else. Let's just go to Not of This Earth, Medford, Oregon.
Agent Weaver has a head start, but with Barnes piloting, you should make up some time. Your job is to ensure that the target remains alive, so that the necessary information can be extracted. Do not, under any circumstances, allow Agent Weaver to terminate the target. Now get moving.
I promise nothing. You'll probably kill him, and then there'll be like a new axis that turns up later. Begin mission. It's a purple house. That's nice. Begin mission. I'm assuming that this will... I think the game will save, I think, when we start the mission. He says. And I think I'll put the cut there. I'll get to the first point we save, unless I get really distracted by enjoying the game. Which means I'll stop when we get to the first save point. Ah, it's saved. Uh-oh. Is this content? Is this going to content ID me? Shoot the radio! Shoot the radio! It's the only way to be sure.
I don't like the look of this place.
Where is the radio? I need to shoot it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Just stay alert. Weaver already has a head start on us.
Off. Thank you. Right, so it does say... Okay, there's a bloody pile over here. I hope Agent Weaver didn't run someone over. That'd be terrible. So yes, the game has saved, and so we're heading off on a mission. I assume we're going to have that little bit of startup again, the little cutscene, and then I'll be confused by the radio, but I'll be able to just go and switch off, or I can just leave. There are glowing things around here, like a rifle, and a one singular letter in a bundle with 2 others apparently, and we'll head off and try and stop Agent Weaver next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching.